Haven't done this in a while. Welcome back to something that I really haven't thought about doing. Sorry if the audio from the Black Ops 3 gameplay over voices mine, but, as you heard recently in the Call of Duty community, a recent thing has happened that most veterans of Modern Warfare 2019 might say a miracle. Verdansk is returning to Modern Warfare. Not Modern Warfare, Black Ops 6. And I've come here today, and I'm kind of be doing this in a speech kind of format. If you do speech, and I'm going to be doing kind of like an inform. But they're going to ruin it. No matter what. If they wanted to make it perfect, they would have left it in Modern Warfare 2019. Because I think it was Call of Duty Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, 6 years later, that Merc mentioned the return of possibly the Growl, the HDR, and even maybe the Kilo or any other broken, what word would I use? Like, no recoil type gun with a certain attachments. And, I mean, they've already added the, whatever it is, the pizza dish that's what I'm going to call it, but I think we all know what we're talking about, the disc ricochet or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't played Black Ops since, I don't know. This is a late recording. Like, very late, like 2 to 3 months. I was just recording stuff. But, they added that, they messed it up. And they're probably not going to fix it. They added the AS Val. I don't even know how that's doing because, number one, I don't play any new Call of Duty games, unlike if it's like Modern Warfare 3. I loved that. It was one of, if not the best, well, not the best, but one of the most up-to-date spec type game that I kind of liked. But I was only able to play Warzone, and using Modern Warfare 2 guns in Warzone isn't really the best thing, because I was using the M16 with the full auto thing. There's stuff online. There's other videos on my channel about that. But the reason why I'm going to think that they're going to mess Verdansk up is I'm not going to specifically see anything like portraying in the future, but they're going to mess it up somehow. The one thing that they've already messed up is Ricochet. The Ricochet anti-cheat, or the anti-cheat system that they're currently using, is obviously dog crap. Because it's not even an anti-cheat. It's not. The only way to get a specific anti-cheat that somewhat is much of an anti-cheat is to turn off crossplay. Because people that are cheating are on PC, and if you're someone who is cheating on the PC, you are one of, if not the lowest scums of planet Earth. You are lower. And I repeat, lower. And this is just an example. You're lower than Jeffrey Epstein, which obviously is not true, but as an example source. But you're the scum of the earth. Let's just say it as that. You're the scum of the earth. Nobody loves you. You don't have a life. And you try to make up for that by ruining other people's. If you want to be that good and, say, get people called that you're cheating or something like that, get good at the game. Don't ruin it for the rest of us that have to suffer through your nonsensical bullcrap just because you're not good at something that you like. Practice makes perfect at anything. I do competition, well, not competition, I am about to do competition shooting the time that I'm recording this. I'm not the best. I'm an okay shooter. I can land my shots at 100, 200, 300 yards, maybe even 400 if it's very accurate with no wind. But at 600, it's varies sometimes. Like, someday I can clean a KYL target and just, I don't know, just absolutely clean it. Some days I can't hit crap, like this Sunday. I couldn't hit anything. because the wind was constantly changing. And I'm going to try to make an example of this. Just because something is changing and you're trying to perfect something doesn't mean that you need to straight up quit or be egotistical about it. You need to practice. Practice makes perfect. So, number one, stop cheating. If you're a cheater that listens to me, which nobody listens to me. Number two, just get good at the game. That's what the campaign's for. The campaign is either for, if you're number one in the story, which I don't think anybody is. Well, there are people, but obviously, you know what I mean. But if you're that bad at something, practice. Go to an offline lobby. Do, like, start off with, like, recruit and go on. Go to veteran. Veteran's basically aimbot. Do that. Or just play Black Ops 3. Because people basically are sweaty central in here. But just get better. Now, I'm not going to go directly into detail. Now I'm going to go to my part 2 of that I've mentioned, is Verdansk, how they're going to mess it up. I've already mentioned the cheating part, and I've just said, but the thing is, they're never, ever going to release something that is perfect. Nothing's perfect. Everything has a malfunction. Just look at Ford. I probably pissed some people off, but old Fords are better than new Fords. I think everybody can agree on that. But nothing's perfect. Glasses aren't perfect. There can be holes in them. Glasses aren't perfect. They can break. They can shatter. Hell, even Nutrigrain bars aren't even... I don't even know what that has to do with it. Never mind. But retainers, controllers, just anything in this world is not perfect. There is issues with it. And you can't expect everything to be 100% perfect or reliable. So it is best off to deal with... No, okay, never mind. I'm just... Scratch that. Like, for Call of Duty, the last perfect game that people say is Modern Warfare 2019, and if you're like me, you say Cold War was perfect. Cold War was perfect, and if anybody says otherwise, you're wrong. Cold War was perfect. Cold War is easy, perfect. 10 out of 10 game. But everything comes with issues, as to be honest, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but everything comes with issues. Some things more than others, like Warzone. And there were even... One of the worst Warzone pandemics I can probably say is either current Warzone or 2019 Warzone. Of course, I've not played the new season of Warzone. I haven't touched Black Ops 6 since the beta. And I just got the skin in the XM4 skin or whatever that is. But I haven't touched it. I've never played the original MW19. I've only played, I believe, Cold War. I didn't play anywhere near the Vanguard era, but I played a little bit of Cold War Warzone. It was okay, what I remember it, but also I was like, whatever year... What is it? Yeah. Like, when I first played it, it was on my sister's console, and it was yada yada. But it was an enjoyable experience. That's what you want with Verdansk. You don't want to just bring back something that was originally good and add it to the game and call it quits. Like, for example, they messed up the special gun that everybody loves from Black Ops 3. Can't remember what it is, but I'm calling it the pizza dish. The ricocheting pizza dish. They messed that up. They just put it in the game and called it quits. From what people have... What I'm saying. Of course, I've never played with it, but judging from what other people say, it's not what they remember. It was a one-shot kill, and it ricocheted a lot more. Yes, they have, like, I think it was like exploding plates, but base plates, 2 ricochets, 2 shots. It's supposed to be one shot. It's not one shot. They messed it up, which is not good. You want things to be recognizable. You want things to be rememberable from what they first were. Like, one of the greatest examples that I think that they probably did was Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. When they remastered that, because Infinite Warfare absolutely fumbled, they probably did one of, if not the greatest, like, comebacks. Everything was better. The M16 was better, which made it more hated, but it was already hated in the first place. But yeah, they added extra stuff like the Honey Badger, the So What Called Intervention, the AXM yada yada. They added, what else did they add? They added like that DM25 thing, which was pretty good. It sounds amazing. But they made everything rememberable. And they added a little bit new stuff in there. And that's fine. Adding new stuff to an old game, everybody will appreciate, but just make it, like, know your player base. Make sure you know what they want and what they'll appreciate, and they'll praise it for you. They'll praise you for it. What I see in Verdansk is not necessarily a money grab, because they already do that. They release new guns. The new gun always comes with a new pack that you can buy off base. It's stupid, but it's just how do I put this? You're not making games for the player base anymore, or adding stuff for the player base. You're adding stuff to get people. You're getting people's money. Obviously, Warzone's free, and I can download it right now, but obviously I don't want to, because I still want to have other games outside of individual usage. Like individual using modern, well, Call of Duty, because that's what it's called. But you want to know your player base. Games that know their player base very well and are very well attached and hooked up with their player base, those games succeed far beyond. But one of the incidences I can say is the release of Modern Warfare 3 2011. They said no last stand. Guess what they added? Last stand. But it wasn't packed as Last Stand. It was packed as like Dead Man's Treasure or something like that. I can't remember. Dead Man's something. They repacked it as that. That's not good. You said you would get rid of something, and you didn't. That can tick people off. It's like saying you're going to fix a hacker issue when you're not. It's very annoying. Because saying something that you're not going to do can really tick people off. So one of my final supporting reasons for the reason why that Verdansk, this is basically just based on my personal opinion, they didn't add it back to Modern Warfare 2019. I bet 1,000,000% that if they added it back to Modern Warfare 2019, it would literally top Black Ops 3 in sales. Black Ops 3 is still one of, if not the most sold COD games, like that's still being sold. Like it's doing amazing because it's such a diverse game. You have that run thing, but that's also not. It's also because of mods. Mods is another thing. You want to have a diverse game. No, actually, no, screw that. Since I'm almost running out of time here, and I bet you've already left the video, and if you've already here, I love you if you're still here. But my final supporting confirmed reason, well, my conclusion is they're not gonna make Verdansk how it was. The atmospheric time during Verdansk was obviously COVID. We can't talk about that. But they're never gonna replicate what they started. You're never gonna be able to replicate what you started. Yes, you're gonna bring back old memories, but you're never gonna replicate things. That was a different period of time when different things were happening. Most of you were at home. I was at home, probably not doing my chores. But you're never, ever, ever going to replicate the same feeling that you had when you first did something. It's just how stuff goes. You're never going to replicate things.
You've seen my work. It
But,
speaks for itself.
I don't really have anything else to say. Outside of, I don't know, love you guys. I've been going through a burnout phase recently, so I haven't been uploading. I'm just doing this just to get something out. So, yeah. Signing off from Captain Buggenuts. See you in the next one.